No, it's good to see everybody. This is football weather. This is football weather. Beautiful day here in the Rio Grande Valley, albeit a little cool. I'm Chase Conk. I have the distinct privilege of serving as Vice President and Director of Athletics here at UTRGV. And what a really significant and special day that we're celebrating here as we take another step in our journey of starting Division I college football here in the Rio Grande Valley. Who's ready for some football? Our mantra continues to be and will be to rally the valley, and your presence today, I mean, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers that we have here, and so many special folks in attendance. You guys, you are helping us rally the valley. I've got some very special folks that I need to recognize as we start our program today, but I want to start with our students. I don't think there's a better way to start your work day or your morning than to the pep band, the drum line, and our spirit squad. So how about a round of applause for our students here this morning? We've got some very special folks here, and I want to start right here up front with Senator Chuy Hinojosa. Senator Hinojosa, we appreciate you being here. We have Hidalgo County Commissioner Ellie Torres from Precinct 4. Thank you, Ellie. Edinburgh Mayor, Mayor Ramiro Garza. Thank you, Mayor. We've got several city council members from Edinburgh. Dan Diaz. Jason De Leon. I believe Jason's here. And we also have David Salazar. David, appreciate you being here this morning. Should be joining soon. I know we've got Mayor Villalobos on his way from the city of McAllen, and we also have a couple of city commissioners. I think Sebi Haddad is here this morning. And we're also joined by JJ Zamora. JJ, appreciate you being here. We have several offices represented. John Cornyn's office is here. Senator Cornyn, we appreciate his office being present. Senator Ted Cruz's office, we appreciate representation. Thank you for being here. U.S. Congresswoman Monica De La Cruz, her office is here present. Thank you. U.S. Congressman Vicente Gonzalez, we appreciate his office being here. State Representative Terry Canales, his office is represented as well. We've got representation from Representative Janie Lopez's office. We appreciate y'all being here this morning. State Representative Sergio Munoz Jr., his office representative. Then we've got the Edinburgh Chamber. We've got staff here from the Chamber of Commerce here in Edinburgh. Thank you. We've got trustees from the EISD here in Edinburgh. Our trustees are also present. State Representative Oscar Longoria, his office is represented. Sorry I missed that one. Thank you. And then we also have representation from the McAllen Chamber of Commerce. I believe they're here as well. It's good to see you. Then we've got so many other special friends that are here, so many supporters. You'll hear from these folks later. Of course, we have the president, Dr. Guy Bailey, and his beautiful bride, the First Lady of UTRGV, Val Lamantia. We've got Dr. Nolan Pettis, good longtime friend of the institution, UT System Board of Regent. And then I've got to recognize really an unbelievable group of colleagues that I get to work with every day, and that's our vice presidents. You know, when they talk about everybody rowing in that same direction, we all know when the Rio Grande Valley rows in the same direction, special things happen. And right here at UTRGV and the leadership team that Dr. Bailey has assembled, by far is the best group of people that I could ask to work with. So if the vice presidents, if y'all would please stand, thank you for everything that you do. You know, we talked about this as we've been together several times, and I look out in the crowd, we've got so many familiar faces that have been with us every step of the way. Not just with athletics, right, but with the university and the transformation of the institution. But there's a group of people that are part of this village that have been with us from the beginning. Been with us before we hired a football coach. They've been with us before we sold a season ticket, and that's our Football Founders Society members. Collectively, this group of 34 raised $1.75 million for us to start our program. And so would the Football Founders Society members please stand. This is our village. This is our village. You are our village. And together we're building something special. We're building something sustainable. We're building something that our students are going to be able to enjoy, opportunities for students here at UTRGV, engagement opportunities for our alumni, and really for everybody that lives in the Rio Grande Valley. A lot of excitement is what we're talking about today and what the future has for our institution and for our region. I gotta stop though and reflect on what led us here today. And it's something I think we've got to keep in mind as we sit here and celebrate these milestones. This all started with our students. You have to go back 2 years ago. In the fall of 2021, our institution went through a referendum, a student vote. Those are big deals when you have a student referendum on your campus. And it was fun, it was exciting, right, Dr. Hinojosa? It was an engaging process, but what was fun about it is we got to dream with our students, and we had a chance to talk about what they wanted to see in the future of their institution, and that vote obviously was successful, and I think we always have to recognize the role that our students play. We have several members of our Student Government Association who carried out the referendum 2 years ago. With our students representing SGA, please stand. Thank y'all. So hard to believe that was 2 years ago. Then you fast forward, and it seemed like an eternity, but a year later, Dr. Bailey was able to bring that referendum, that vote to Austin, and present it to the Chancellor and to the Board of Regents. I can tell you that was an emotional day. Watching that session and seeing Dr. Bailey share what our students wanted, the outcome of the vote, and then to watch Dr. Pettis make the motion to officially adopt and approve what we are talking about here today. Thank you for that moment, because that was a special one that we had to be here this morning. Then you fast forward another year. It's hard to believe. Time flies, right? We hired a head football coach, right? It's almost been a year. Can you believe that? It's almost been a year. And so last December, we announced Coach Bush as our first ever head football coach. What a tremendous leader, ambassador, does unbelievable things for the institution already. What a few couple of days here. I mean, yesterday, your Grand Marshal announcement for the McAllen Holiday Parade. Today, we're building you a 45,000 square foot facility. So I say you've had a pretty good couple days. Coach Bush and Dee and his family, phenomenal addition to the Rio Grande Valley. And then the community spoke, right? Our students voted, and we promised our students that the community will support what they decide. And as we sit here today, we're 7 shy of selling 2,500 season tickets, and we still have 2 years to go. So give yourselves a round of applause for that. So the community is coming together. We're seeing it right now in athletics. We've had record attendance for volleyball, for basketball, season tickets, baseball. There's something special brewing here in the Rio Grande Valley, and I appreciate every one of you that have something to do with that. But here today, we're talking about the Vaqueros Performance Center. You can see some of the visuals that are showing here on the screen. This is going to be a crown jewel for UTRGV and certainly for our athletics department. It's going to put our student athletes in a position to have success and have success early. Dee Wilson, we appreciate our friend Josue and your team for being here this morning and for helping lead us through this project. But this is a transformational facility. Let me tell you a little bit about it. It's going to boast 45,000 square feet. We'll have 2 practice fields here on this site, 1 turf, 1 natural grass. We'll have coaches' offices, team meeting space, locker room, position meeting rooms, world-class sports medicine facility through our partnership with UT Health, RGV. First-class weight room facility, and most importantly, an academic success center. I can tell you that as we look across the country, this facility is going to be one of the best in the United States. It's going to rival any in Division I FCS, and it will certainly be the best in the United Athletic Conference. This will be a place for our student athletes to prepare for success on the field, but it's also going to be a place for them to heal, to rehab, to train, and certainly to learn. PBK Sports, they've been our design team. We've been working with them since December of 2019. That's hard to believe. I may have jumped the gun a little bit, Dr. Bailey. 4 years in the making. But I mention that because our team and John Evans, our Senior Associate AD for Operations, and our partners here on campus, we've walked through visually every piece of this facility, every hallway, every turn, every nook and cranny, to make sure that it's exactly what our coaches need and what our student athletes need. And I can tell you that we'll all be very proud when we're back here early in summer of 2025 to walk through those doors for the very first time. Now I want to turn it over to the person that really is the engine behind everything that we're celebrating today, and that's our president. What Dr. Bailey has done, I know it goes without saying, but the transformational leadership that he's provided to this institution over the last 9 years now has made a significant difference, not just for UTRGV, but for the entire Rio Grande Valley. He understands higher education better than anybody, and he understands community. And when you combine higher education and community, you get what we're celebrating today. You get a strong institution that's thriving, and you get a community that's benefiting from it. We're blessed that he understands college athletics. He knows that we play a role in the student success of our campus and graduation, creating that engagement for alumni post their time here at the institution, and we're blessed that he's our leader. So please help me welcome to the podium our president, Dr. Guy Bailey.
Thank you. But before I start, I just want to point out I have a letter here from Congressman Gonzalez of congratulations. Please thank the congressman for us. We have an enormous advantage right here in the Rio Grande Valley. We have a terrific congressional delegation. Senators, our Congress people are terrific. We really appreciate them. And we are well represented in state government. The man sitting here, you didn't know you had a 12-month job now, did you? You didn't realize it was a year, 120, no, not 160, no, it's anyway, we are so well represented in Austin. We really appreciate everything that our leadership in government does. We couldn't do what we do without them. Their jobs aren't easy. You read about this. I mean, and so you know they work hard and they work for us every day. So, you know, the more you get to know them, the more you know their work, the more you know what they have to do, the more you appreciate them. So, Senator, our Congress folks, our reps, you know, our city council members, we really appreciate everything that you do. So thank you for all your help. Mayor, our mayors have been with us every step of the way. So thank you so much. You know, I met a lot of you 9.5 years ago. David, we met 9.5 years ago. I think probably half of the room here I met at that time. 9.5 years ago, did you think you'd be sitting here today talking about this? Wow, what an amazing transformation. We knew it would be a long journey, and we knew it would be an uphill climb, but we got there. And this day is an accomplishment not just for the university, not just for athletics, but for the entire Rio Grande Valley community, because what we're doing here today isn't us, it's all of us. And so thank you for everything you've done. The last 9.5 years have been the most enjoyable 9.5 years of my life. And when I met this woman, they got even more enjoyable. That was really the icing on the cake. You know, what can I say? I'm the luckiest man around. And Lou Gehrig wasn't quite, he may have been the luckiest man then, but he couldn't say that now. So but thank you for everything you do. But it's been a great pleasure. You know, we've also had terrific support on the Board of Regents, and we've had great leadership there. I don't know if you understand just how strong a voice the Valley has on the Board of Regents. I see it because I'm at all those board meetings. But the guy who is our regent from the Valley, and he is a regent for the entire state, but he's our regent too, I guarantee you, an advocate for us. All of you know him. I don't think there's anybody in the Valley who doesn't know this man, so it's hard to introduce him. Nolan Pettis, Dr. Pettis, he's also my doctor as well, so I know him very well, has done so much for the Valley. I want you to think about what he does. Harlingen School Board, right? Our first collegiate high school was there in Harlingen. He's just been a leader in every way you can be a leader. His work on the Board of Regents has just been exemplary, and it's crucial for us. And by the way, we didn't mention Fred Farias. Fred, would you raise your hand? We have a coordinating board member too. Fred. Higher education is well-rated. He's the chair of the coordinating board. And so when you see all the new doctoral programs and things, remember Nolan and remember Fred. Without those two guys, all of this wouldn't happen, so thank you. But Dr. Pettis has just been remarkable for us and for the state of Texas. We appreciate everything that he does for us, and I'm going to turn it over to you now, Dr. Pettis.
Well, thank you, Dr. Bailey. What a tremendous leader we have in President Bailey. Just want you to think back, before we talk about football and the Vaqueros Performance Center, think back on where we've been this last 9.5 years and where we've come to. You had the dissolved two universities, right? Pan American and Brownsville, and creating a new university, School of Medicine, and just look at the growth. Just unprecedented, the amount of growth that we've had and success here at UTRGV. We're so proud on the board of what's happening down here in the Rio Grande Valley. Think about UTRGV. It really is the main catalyst for a transformation right before our eyes here in the Rio Grande Valley. And look at the enrollment now. It's, unprecedented, the enrollment. It's one of the fastest growing, if not the fastest growing university in the country. And so we're super proud of what's happening down here. And if you look at the engagement and the synergy we're creating with the local public schools, thanks to Dr. Bailey and his team, if you just look at all the incredible opportunities to really engage the entire community. And then, of course, on the health side, you have, healthcare, the School of Medicine growing rapidly, both with the undergraduate school, creating physicians, homegrown physicians right here in the Valley that are being that are graduating, and then of course getting to attend graduate medical education GME programs and residency programs, and then they can really stay and practice healthcare and transform the health and wellness of this region. So we're just super excited, Dr. Bailey, with your leadership and the impact you've had in UTRGV. But we're not quite there, right? And you know this. He has high expectations, and the board has high expectations. One of the things that excites me about today is, holistically, we have a lot of art programs, a lot of great things going on, chess, and a lot of great things at the university, right? Athletics is another special, facet of the university. We have incredible athletic programs, both men and women's. But what was missing was football. So, Dr. Bailey, thank you for hiring Chase Conk. What a visionary athletic director. Let's give him a round of applause. Where's Chase sitting? There you are. I can't tell you what a great hire that was, Dr. Bailey, and I can't tell you how lucky we are at UTRGV to have the best athletic director in the country. You could tell CDC I said that. That's fine. This guy is incredible, and we're lucky to have him. And just look at all the success we've had in both men's and women's athletics. But football, if you think about what it's going to do, it's going to create incredible experiences for our students. For our student athletes and our students. Fred, our graduation rate and a number of graduates is going to go up. Not only just football and our spirit programs, but also the students that are here will have an enhanced campus life experience. They'll feel more belonging. They'll feel more proud of the university that they come. I guarantee you attendance is going to go up, graduation is going to go up, retention is going to go up, and graduation rates are going to go up, all because of something like football and what it brings to the university. I also feel that it's going to help unite the region. If you think about alumni engagement and you think about the different communities in the Valley, everybody will be coming together to support the Vaqueros football program. So this is just an incredible time before us right now. The university is going to continue to grow and succeed because Dr. Bailey and his team know how to build programs. They know how to build academic programs. They know how to build health programs. And I guarantee you, with the latest hire in a football coach, they're going to build an incredible football program. So I want you guys to help me welcome our McAllen Grand Marshal, but also the first head coach, incredible head coach of the Vaqueros football, Coach Travis Bush, to the stadium, to the podium here.
Oh, that's easy to say when you haven't played a football game yet. In fact, our offices are in the portable there. I walked out on the way over here, and the countdown clock said 640 days till that first ball game. So it lets us know less than 600 we'll be walking into VPC, hopefully. So, but it's amazing to see everyone that came out this morning to celebrate with us today. Obviously, a great day. Not only for football, for UTRGV athletics, but for the entire university, and appreciate everyone taking the time to come out and celebrate with us today. And you hear coaches say a lot. We've talked the talk, now it's time to walk the walk. And we've talked about this building enough. Since I've been here, a lot of my time in the 11 months have been in meetings and designing and redesigning. And like Chase said, I mean, going back to 2019, the work that's been done, again, a shout out and thank you all to all those that have been working on this for years to get us to this point to finally be breaking ground and be building this facility is really special. So really appreciate it. I do think Chase and I see eye to eye on a lot of things. Hopefully he feels the same. But I think one of the biggest things we see eye to eye on is finding ways to make the daily lives of our student athletes the best they can possibly be. And that's what the VPC will do. It's going to give us the best possible environment to train our athletes and succeed on and off the field. We're about to sign our first recruiting class in football history, and the biggest thing right now that's helping us recruit top talent is knowing this thing's coming and knowing this facility is on the way. And it's going to help us recruit some great athletes, and not only for football, but all sports, and as well as kind of elevate that overall experience for athletics. But I look at Chase and his staff, and I think of an iceberg, and we only see what's on top of the water, and that's pretty special and pretty extraordinary. But what we don't see is what him and his staff do on a daily basis, behind the scenes, off the clock, to provide for all the coaches and all the students here at UTRGV. And we don't say it enough, but we thank you and your entire staff for everything you do on a daily basis. And like he said, we're about to build a facility that's easily going to be the best in the United Athletic Conference, which we just joined in football, and one of the best in the nation in Division I FCS football. And when you talk about that, then you know you have a president that understands athletics is the front porch of the university. Every young man and young woman we recruit to UTRGVs here for one reason, and that's to get their college degree from UTRGV. But successful athletic programs will help not only enhance that experience for them, but enhance the overall university and the communities and the entire region down here. And our leadership is phenomenal and the best I've ever been around. And I think all that's evident by what you see today and what you're seeing going on around campus and what you've seen over the past few years. So thank you and your team as well for everything you do on a daily basis. But still, none of this is possible without those that have invested for the past few years that have helped us do this and contributed financially. And and many are here today. And thank you so much. And it's just for your commitment. It's a great time to be a part of UTRGV athletics, not just for a coach, but an athlete, donors, future athletes, future donors, future recruits coming in. But what a great time to be a part of it. And I'm especially excited to be here, spend this with you guys today and celebrate. And the perfect time to jump on board if you're not on board already. But again, thank you. Our staff will keep grinding away in that little portable building until we get to move into this one. But thank y'all so much for being here, and we appreciate it. Peace up.
I will note that's a pretty nice portable building, Coach, if I may say so myself. Thank you all, and thank you for the kind words. And we're about to conclude today's program, but I want to make a very special announcement, and they are probably going to kill me for doing this, but I think this is the perfect opportunity to do so. You know, we talk about President Bailey, we talk about his leadership, we talk about what he and Val do for the institution, right? We know that they share their time, they share their expertise, but what I don't think everybody realizes is that they give generously. The opportunities that they've helped create through philanthropy in the sciences and medicine and athletics, it's remarkable, and some of our colleagues at the institution get to see it, but you won't hear that from them. And so it's fun today to be able to celebrate what we're about to celebrate. There's not two bigger advocates for all things Rio Grande Valley than Val LaMantia and Dr. Guy Bailey. And what they have done for us in athletics just in my 4.5 years has been remarkable. Talking about those opportunities, setting our student athletes up for success. We know he supports us on the day-to-day as the president and the leader of the institution, but what he does personally and what he and Val do personally, that's the icing on the cake. That's the difference maker. And so today, as we break ground on this beautiful new facility that we'll move into in June of 2025, because of their generosity and because of what Val and Dr. Bailey continue to do for us, we are officially naming the Val LaMantia and Dr. Guy Bailey Academic Success Center and the Vaqueros Performance Center. So thank you.
And don't you forget it. Well, thank y'all very much. It's always a pleasure to stand up here and just to be to see everybody come together for UTRGV. I know Guy and I, this is a very special moment for us, and we so want this all to succeed, and we will do everything we can to do that. So we just thank you a lot, Chase, for that and for everything else. So V's up. Thank you.
All right, I did get a text, 2 season tickets sold while we were sitting there. So we're at $24.95, so a few more to go. What a beautiful morning. What a great way to celebrate. We talk about this every time we're together as we build our program. The milestones and the journey that we're on it together. And there's a generation here in the Valley that's going to be able to speak to this time for many, many years to come. And so I appreciate you all being in on the ground floor. I've used this analogy before. It's like birthing a baby. Our football program is like birthing a baby, and it's got to be nurtured. And then it's going to crawl, then it's going to walk, and then it's going to run. And then we're going to go undefeated in year 2 or 3. But it's a pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure to do it with the people that we get to do it with. So thank you all for being here this morning. We're going to do our official groundbreaking and shovel photo over here right behind the tent. So please join us over there. Continue to mix and mingle and get some season tickets. Thank y'all so much. V's up.
It's an account.